What's up, everybody? This is Buddy Blackford here with another After Effects CS6 tutorial, and this tutorial is going to be about sequencing your layers and other things that can help you with editing your layers. So pretty much it's editing your layers. So I'm going to start off with sequencing, and what that does is puts your layers into sequential order in the timeline, and it's good for such things as creating slideshows, or if you're kind of like editing your footage inside After Effects to be a little quicker, then you can do it that way also. And it even creates things like cross dissolves and stuff. So what I'm going to do first is just select a few images here, and I'm just going to drop them down into the timeline, and they all overlap on top of each other. Now I want all these to be on the screen for 1 second. Actually, I'll do 2 seconds. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that's long enough. So around 2 seconds there. Now you have to click on your first one, and in whatever order you start clicking, it's going to sequence them in that order. So if I just shift click on the bottom, it's just gonna do this. So right click and then come up here to keyframe assistant, and then come over here to sequence layers, and I'm going to uncheck overlap for now, and I'm going to hit OK, and now you can see what I'm talking about, what it does. So it started the tuna one first, and then the McChicken one, which I selected last, was at the end. So I'm going to hit Control Z. Now if I decide to hold Control and click on random ones, watch how it sequences the layers. There you go. But it's still a continuous, it's going to be all continuous. Now it's rendering. I hit the RAM preview button, but I'll just go across on the screen, and you can see that they go in sequence there. Alright, I'm going to hit Control Z to go back. I'm going to turn off this sequencing text. Now, if you want to add crossfades and things like that, let's go back up to sequence layers, and you click on this overlap here. And you can have a few different transitions. Dissolve the front layer, you can cross dissolve both of them together, which I usually think looks better. So let's you can select how long it takes to crossfade them, and let's try, since we're 24 frames a second, maybe like, how about 12 frames maybe? Yeah, that might be decent. So if I do a RAM preview, you can see what's going on there. It cross dissolves for us. And that's how you make easy slideshows. No need to really use like PowerPoint anymore. If I select these and I hit U to bring up all the keyframes, you can see what's going on here. The opacity of these is changed. It puts opacity keyframes in there for you. Alright. Now I'll just show you what it does when you use the other option, when dissolve front layer. So we'll do that. Now if we hit U again to show the keyframes, you can see it only dissolves the top, and you can, this is how it looks. I mean, you don't really want to use that for slideshows. I think it looks stupid. Now, instead of just dragging all your footage into the comp here, you can create a comp and have the sequence layer menu come up. So if I have these selected and I click and drag them onto this new comp here, now we have the chance to create a single composition with the sequence layers down here. So you pick which picture you want the comp to use its dimensions from. So I'll take this McDouble one. I think that was the biggest. Now if I click on sequence layers, now I can have them cross dissolve, and I open up this new comp, and it already makes it. There you go. It already makes it so that I can sequence the layers, and it does it until the end of the comp, which is nice. So that's it for sequencing your layers. Pretty easy, pretty handy. Use it mostly with slideshows or if you're editing footage. So use that next time you need to do any of that stuff. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next tutorial. See you later.